today's match?
I mean, it's disappointing. I think we have to get points when we can get them. I felt like we should have gotten 3 points last weekend versus Portland, and then I'm feeling the same way leaving this game. You know, we go up, or they go down a man, you know, of course if they're going to score, it's going to be on a set piece. I think we lacked a little bit of focus in certain moments. We probably could have won the game, scored a couple more goals in the first and second half. So yeah, I feel really disappointed. Obviously trying not to be too down about it because we have to move forward and continue to put in the work and try to get points, but it feels like a major loss getting a point at home.
Just to sort of follow up on that, in terms of the goal they scored late, from your guys' perspective, what happened there?
I think we just switched off. We weren't ready. They obviously knew that probably the only way they were going to score a goal was probably from a set play of some kind. And I think it took us too long to set up. We weren't tracking our runners. We didn't win first and second ball. I mean, there's everything that you wouldn't want to happen happened, and kind of just sort of side. You know, I think when the game is kind of like this, you have to really. It's easy to switch off in those moments because you do have so much of the ball and you do still have so much moments to attack all the time. You can end up losing a little bit of focus in those kind of really important moments. And so, yeah, extremely frustrating today, given I believe some of our play was great. We created a number of chances to score more than one goal. And yeah, it sucks. I mean, every time I come into a press conference, I go, oh, we're so close, and we're so close, and we're so close, but every week it stays at being so close, and we can't quite get over the line. We really have to have a look at kind of why that is.
And then on a different note, obviously you played with Giannis for a very long time, or not a very long time, but several years. And so your first time playing against her as a head coach, just if you could sort of speak about Bev and maybe what sort of personality she has that you think has translated well to her being a head coach.
Yeah, well, the thing why Bev will be a successful coach is she has an unbelievable, an unbelievable knowledge of the game. She didn't just play football kind of, she played football with her head, she played football with her mind. She has a very, very good football brain. And so, you know, I have no doubt that she will be a very successful coach. Obviously it was hard to kind of see what tactics she's implementing when you lose a player down, you know, it's kind of just like the kind of good old you lose a player blueprint that comes out. But I've seen Louisville play this year, and you know, I can definitely see little bits of how Bev likes to play coming out in them. But so yeah, I'm happy for her.
Thanks for that, Tanya. Do you know that Laura is sitting at 99 wins, and how has that kind of impacted y'all, if at all, these past few weeks of trying to get that win to get her 100?
I had no idea.
I had an idea. I think, you know, we don't think about it too much. We're really focused on just getting points so we can move up the table. Of course, we want to get her to that milestone. It says a lot about who she is as a coach and manager and what she's done, specifically with the Reign and all the wins that she's had. So we want to get that for her, but you know, it's hard to really think about that when we're just trying to get points and, you know, move up the ladder.
And then you were talking, Jess, about you know, kind of saying a similar thing after the games to us. Is that kind of becoming the thing too, as far as after the games, in terms of, you know, speaking with y'all amongst yourselves as far as what to say, you know, like what are the messages when you're seemingly stuck in a kind of a safe position?
Yeah, I just think we got to keep being honest with each other, being kind of just delving into the whys of things, right? And we have to try and be honest with ourselves with that, and be honest with each other with that, because the only way we're going to keep going, we're going to break through this rut that we're in, is really delving into the why we feel these things are happening. There's no point in kind of pretending that it's not there, or pretending that we're not in this situation. We obviously know that we are. But we do it every week, where we show up every day and we are honest and we are going through things and we are trying to figure it out. And so we just have to keep kind of trusting that process and trusting each other and wanting to kind of work through it collectively as a group.
We're going to take two more, Nico and then Jacob.
Looking more on the positive side, it was Bethany's 5th goal of the season. Just wanted to get both of your thoughts on how she's been doing as a teammate throughout the season.
Yeah, Bethany is great. I mean, Bethany is a goal scorer. She's been a consistent goal scorer over her years in the NWSL, so that's always something we can count on her for. Every time she steps up to that PK spot, I know she's making it. So we have a lot of confidence in her. She's always trying to get better though, which is what's so great about boats. And so I know that, you know, she has a high ceiling, and we're just always trying to get her to score goals, and that's just what she's good at. So very proud of her for scoring, but obviously we want to leave that game with a win. I know she feels the same regardless of getting that goal.
And today's attendance was the 3rd highest standalone in Reign Club history. For as far as the regular season goes, what would be your message to the supporters to get more numbers out to the games now that we're a little more halfway through the season?
You know, keep coming. It's gonna get better. No, I think, you know, it was a great turnout today. I think honestly, I would be surprised if our average is not higher already than what it has been in the past years. And I guess just to get super excited about obviously the sale going through and what new ownership kind of looks like and what it will look like. I think it's a very exciting time for the club, and that includes the fans. I know that our new ownership is super kind of excited for a fan base. They really want to go out of their way to make sure our fans know that we appreciate them and need them and want them. And you know, we already have an event next week, for example, you know. And so I think that all of our fans up until this point have, you know, really love us because we've put them through a lot. But I think from here moving forward, it's only going to get, you know, better and better and more fun. And so I'd say kind of, you know, please stick with us.
All right, last one from Jacob.
Going back to Bethany, before the match, she was honored and recognized for her 100 appearances for the club. Both of you know her story coming into the leagues. I was just wondering if both of you just speak on to just kind of, you know, what she's carved out here at the club and being as one of, like, you know, the faces of the club and kind of like maybe like one of the new OGs.
Yeah, of course. You know, she has a great story, Beth, and obviously has grown here, right? And I think it's so great that she's been here maybe for 5 or 6 years now. Got 100 games here already, which speaks a lot for how valued she is. Always just scoring goals, you know, every season you guaranteed goals from boats as well, and that's no easy feat in this league. There's not really enough words I can use to describe boats and how much we value her here at the Reign. And I know that she loves this club as much as kind of we love her. And I hope she does, you know, kind of prolong her career here for as long as she feels its value. Because we'd love to be able to keep, you know, the journey and the story of players being able to get rooted here and make a home here and be in the community. And, you know, I think that's something that is very special about this club. But it goes both ways, right? We've got to treat these players right, we've got to do the right things, we've got to make sure they do want to be here, and then when they're here, they're going to give back, you know, like Boats gives back all the time, every day. So yeah, super stoked for Beth, love it to death.
All good? All right, thanks everyone. Thanks Sophia, thanks Jess.
Recording stopped.
Thank you, Jess.